Hey, good evening,
What's up, everybody?
Guess
Hello.
what? It's Wednesday again.
No, it ain't.
It's Monday,
Oh no,
man.
it's Monday. Oh, that's what kind of day it's been.
There you go.
I'm only praying it's Wednesday.
Dave had a flashback. He thought it was hump day already. He's like,
my
"Oh,
God.
we just ruined it for him because tomorrow's Tuesday."
Dude, that just completely took the wind out of my sails, by the way.
Oh
We need
man.
to back up. We need to back up and start over, man.
Yeah.
Man, it really is just Monday, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it really
right.
is. It really is.
Well,
Thanks, Rick.
yeah. Sorry, I hated to get everybody's hopes up and just crush them like that.
It's all right. It's Live Wires night.
It is.
It
It's
is.
Monday.
you
It's
go.
Monday. We'll
There
get it
you
right
go.
this time. For those of you that don't know, I'm DR Guitars, Dave, if you will. There's what everybody calls me. And I am 1/3 of the Live Wires. You can find my channel and these other guys' channel down in the description. Feel free to check all our stuff out. We'd love to have you on all our channels, not just this one. So, Brian?
I'm Brian S. I'm one of the co-hosts of the gang here, and I sort of kind of drive the bus. That's my main responsibility here. So, and then our co-host down below is the guitar hackster.
Hey folks, I'm the Guitar Hack, and welcome everybody to the Live Wires. And we got a whole whack of people in here, so let's see who we got. We got Zach Thongs in the house. Paul Lou is with us. We got our buddy Bruce guarding the gate. Thanks a lot, Bruce. And here's a new name, and welcome to the channel, Deja Voodoo. Nice to see ya. We've got Terry Himes is here. Zach Thongs, sorry, I'm going down. The original Paramutant, Mitch Heyman. Rick Hefner's with us. Jeff Miller. Who else we got? We got Gur in the house. Hey, Gur, how are you? Welcome, everybody. We got DT. How's it going? That's a new name of the channel. Welcome, DT. Saw you
Hey, DT.
yesterday. Saw you yesterday on another chat. That was cool. Fruitcake Tony is here. Let's see. Frank Corcoran. Got Big G Gary is here.
Hey, Big G.
Great Vanzini, why not? Dry Hate 480. There's our buddy Don that just did the first jump on me. There's Krellbar and Dwight Bailey. And folks, if I missed you, just please tag me and we'll get your name.
We will be changing the trivia segment to Krill Bar Kicks Everybody's Ass Trivia.
That's right.
Starting tonight.
Yeah. It's trivia against Krellbar against the world trivia.
Krellbar takes on the planet trivia.
Yeah, pretty much.
Krellbar's always here, man. We appreciate you supporting the show. We really do, man. Really appreciate it. So, boys and girls, we have got a show for you guys tonight we think you're going to enjoy, and we're going to jump right on into the first segment of the night, and this is going to be Guitar Hacks dancing on gas, and he has something he wants to gas over with us tonight. Hack, you want to tell us all about it?
Well, surprise, surprise. It is a Les Paul.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. An R9. So this is a lemon burst, and if I for me, it's because I do want an R9 or an RO someday. Preferably a lemon burst or sort of tobacco bourbon burst. But this thing is just really, really sick. So the price there you had was $6,000. So that thing in Canadian money is like $8,000 he's asking for that thing. But it's got such, look at the top on that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's got the custom buckers. It's absolute mint condition. It's just a really fine example of an R9. So, yeah, major gas for that guitar, but he's got to come down on that price, man. $8,000 is just, that's a bit much. But he is local. That guitar is local. That's about 3 hours away.
Dude, I gotta say, other than the fact that it's a 9 instead of an O, that's pretty much your dream top right there. From what if I right? Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, like when I was at NAMM, and the one I was playing, and actually the one I ended up in their I actually got on the movie, the Gibson movie that they shot there, and that's basically the top that I was playing. So it's gorgeous, man, absolutely gorgeous. So, but like I said, $8,000. I'm keeping an eye on it. If he comes down to like 5, maybe I'll buy it. But slim to none chance right there, man.
So the price we're seeing is obviously the U.S. price.
That's US,
yeah, which is about $430 below brand new. He's probably a little bit high, but that is a really nice top. That's a really, and he's taking an offer on it. He's not giving away the shipping. Oh, he's in Canada. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's
gotcha.
it.
All right. That's Hacks Gas, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's save your pennies.
Yeah. Save your pennies, save your dime. Get it up 409.
It's an ongoing condition.
I got a little choked. We're gonna go into the red hots. Dave's gonna talk while I cough.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
That's good.
Whenever you're ready, Brian. So first item we have actually comes to us tonight from Guitar Center, and it is a Jackson Pro Soloist SL2Q MAH in transparent blue. It's $350 off, and that's brand new price. Basically, I have the same thing hanging right there, and I can vouch that they're fantastic guitars. And so you got an ebony fretboard on it. You got the Seymour Duncan 59 in the neck, and Duncan distortion in the bridge.
That's really nice, man.
Neck
I like
through,
the top. It's great.
Yeah, it's a neck through. You've got a Floyd Rose 1000 series. Yeah, just a they're fantastic guitars.
Yeah.
And I had the one in Winter Frost or Winter Storm, excuse me, which is the white one. I ended up getting rid of that one. I didn't need two of them, and that one got played less than this one did. So, but yeah, matching headstock there with binding, the white binding on the neck. Just super good guitar, and at that price, $649 out the door, basically $650 out the door. You're $350 off a brand new, and it is a brand new guitar. So if you're in the market,
yeah. So I'm not a big fan of the shark tooth, like the big ones, but they still have them, but they're small, so they're not so bad on that one.
Yeah,
and that ebony fretboard, that's cool, man.
Yeah, and you can see the others that they have, and that's regular price at $999. So
right, cool.
Yeah, super cool guitar. That's the one I had right there. That went to Winter Frost.
Winter Frost, yeah, I remember you having that.
Winter Storm, excuse me.
Storm, yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
So, yep, definitely cool guitars. And like I said, I still have this one. I think this one here was a model year older than those, and it's a solid color, so it's not a pretty top or anything like that. So
cool.
Yep. Right on. All right.
Next.
Moving right along. We're gonna go to Reverb for the next one, and this guy's just lowered the price on this today by like 13%. This is a Nag Severin. So any of you guys that are, watching the Tone King and has seen his black and red one, this is basically the same guitar, just with a different fretboard.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's a really nice guitar. The guy says it's an artist. It says it's an artist owned, but it's original hardshell case. The build sheet and all the case candy. It's marked very good, and it's $2,000.
I see the last name Navarro, but I can't make out the first name. But it's certainly not Dave.
I think.
Is it Frederico?
Frederico, yeah, Frederico, yeah, and Joe Knack, yep. So yeah, Frederico Navarro is who owned this.
Of course, Nags is a guy that came out that used to work with Paul Reed Smith, and I see a lot of S2 in this guitar. There's a little dingage, but not horrible.
Yeah.
Not for this money for a Nags. They're pretty expensive. Does it see how it's got kind of that S2? And Kiesel does a cut like that on their guitars too. Right.
Well,
but I kind of like it.
So does Framus.
Framus, yeah.
Ibanez does something like that too.
Yep. Ibanez does too.
How do you guys like that flame maple pick guard? I think that's freaking cherry sweet, man.
Yeah, I agree.
It's definitely
sets it off.
Looking.
Yeah,
very different looking guitar.
Mm-hmm.
$2,000. So I mean, that's just a couple $100 over CE money, really.
Right.
And those go for a lot more brand new.
Yeah,
so.
That's the cheap. By the way, that is the cheapest one right now on Reverb.
That's the cheapest one.
Cheapest Nags.
All right. So we got one more for you. We're going to go into pretentious mode.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
so
it's nice.
This is from 2017. This is a figured top custom.
That's nice, man.
Gold hardware and all. Yes.
Well, it's worn off, so it's all right.
The gold's not so bad once it has a patina to it, and it's not just all shiny anymore. It kind of looks that looks like VOS to me almost. Right. Oh, look at the back! Holy wow!
Yeah. This is a nice example. Now, keep in mind, yes, it's $3,250, but these brand new are right around the $4,500 mark. So, yeah, and this thing being only 2 to 3 years old it's really in fair price category.
This Dave's Guitar Shop's the real deal up there in La Crosse, Wisconsin too. He's the man. He has all kinds of. He's a Les Paul freak apparently at his shop. He has a lot of nice ones.
Yeah,
a lot of nice ones.
This would still be rich light on the fretboard. Well, this is 2017, so they didn't start using ebony again until 2018. So
I owned a guitar that had Richlight on it. And
did you like it or no?
If you didn't tell me it was Richlight on it, I would have no idea.
Yeah, it feels like looks like dark ebony.
Yep.
Yeah, it felt no different at all.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Phenolic resin.
Yep. It is phenolic resin. Yeah.
It's basically just epoxy with plastic in it.
Resin. That top is freaking beautiful.
That's like last year's a tangerine color that was coming out. Remember they had like a tangerine burst or something. Was it last year or the year before? But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, right?
Yeah, it's almost a tangerine burst. It really is.
Yeah,
it almost looks like a really faded out cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I see more. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is kind of what the tangerine thing is anyway. All right. Good job, Dave, on the Red Hots tonight. Those were sweet. I pretty much wanted all of them. So
yeah,
it's an addiction. No. Yeah. Well, gang, we've got a louder than hell segment for you tonight. This is Guitar Hacks Riff of the Week lesson. They seem to have been fairly popular so far. After the show, you'll be able to come on if you're catching the replay, ladies and gentlemen. It should be tagged down below, or if you want to come back and watch it again. And Hack's also putting them on his channel now. So tomorrow, this lesson will show up on his channel again if you want to catch it on there. Either way, whichever way you want to do it. And Hack, you're doing Tie Your Mother Down.
This week it's Queen, Tie Your Mother Down. Now, there's one note that is not played, and you'll listen to when I talk about the riff. You got to play that one note, or this riff does not work. Check it out.
All right. Well, I'm making sure that I have everything shared so that you hear it. Okay, here it comes.
Tie Your Mother Down. A great riff, great band, Queen. So for today's riff of the week, we're going to go through how to play Tie Your Mother Down. All right, so let's look at the riff up close. So basically you are playing an A chord. So you're playing the A chord, and while you're playing that A chord, you're going to do a pull off of a C note, which is 3rd fret on the A string. So you have this. Now, when you pull off on the C, you don't go back to the A chord. What you do is you actually play. You actually play the A note on the G string, which is the 2nd fret. So you play this note. And that note you're already holding down because it's part of the A chord. So you alternate between the C. Well, not alternate. You play them back to back every time. So every time you bend that C note, you finish it by hitting that A, which again is right there. So that's how the riff is played. So let's try that. And that's a groove that you gotta kind of lock into. The second part of that, to resolve it, he goes to a G chord. And a C. Now the C, all I'm playing is the 3rd fret on the A string and the 2nd fret on the D string. And I'm keeping my other 2 fingers on the 3rd fret of the B and E string. So we have this so far. Because when I play, now here's the thing that I do. When I play my G, I always put both fingers down, one on the G note, which is 3rd fret of the E string, but I also put my finger, this finger, I always leave it on the 3rd fret of the B string, which is a C note, I believe. No, it's a D, sorry. So we have, so far we have your 2nd finger, and you're just holding again those 2 on the bottom, or the high strings, I should say, 3rd fret on the B and the E, and then you're only playing the 2nd fret on the A string. So you're starting to descend. So you're going starting from the beginning. Then you got G, C, and then from there. So all together, here we go. Again. Alright, so here's the 2 parts separate, and then we'll put them all together. Okay, there's the groove, then we got... And you put them together and you have... Alright, well thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Yo,
Rock on, Hack. That was great.
Tie Your Mother Down.
It
One of my
looks-
favorite Queen songs.
It looks easy to play, but it's a killer riff, right? I think I can work that out.
You know, the hardest part of that riff is the groove. Is that don and da 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 da? It's that you got it. That's a groove. If that doesn't groove, it goes. And that high A note that I was showing, nobody plays that. they just do the pull off on the C. And when you do that, you're missing you need that A to come back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway.
You lose the essence of it.
Yeah, and you lose the groove as well.
Well, the other part of that is when you're doing that D, G, and then C walk down back to A, right? If you listen real close, he's not playing all the full chords.
No.
So, just best thing to do, play along with you've got the idea, play along with it. Slow it down if you need to. You always got YouTube to be able to slow it down. You can slow it all the way down to quarter speed to get it right.
Yeah, so, all the chords are there, man. All the chords are there.
Yep.
So after the show, that'll be time stamped, so you can go right back to it and watch it again if you want to, or you'll be able to catch it on Guitar Hack's channel tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be on my channel tomorrow.
Yep.
Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move right on into the next segment of the show, which is Happy Time Strat. So we have a Happy Time Strat prepared for you this week. I hope that you will enjoy it. Here it comes. Welcome, boys and girls, to this week's Happy Time Strat. It's time to put the ragtop down and drag our fenders on the ground. That's right, it's a lowrider strat.
All my friends know the lowrider. The lowrider is a little higher.
Oh,
Sadly, boys and girls, that brings us to the end of this week's Happy Time Strat. But we'll be back next week with a Strat that's even happier. So until then, stay happy.
that was hilarious.
Well, Crowbar's getting a contact high from this segment.
So was the dude in the van behind him.
Right?
Oh man. But somebody made a good point. It looks more like Tron than Lowrider. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
Once you mentioned that, looks like a Tron guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know
the
where they
guy
get
that
Lowrider
painted
from.
If you notice, Troy Lee painted it, so he's famous for painting helmets and lowriders and motorcycles. Troy Lee's,
okay.
Yeah, so that's probably why they call it the Lowrider.
That's why
Strat.
it's a Lowrider. Okay, I got
That's
you.
why it's the
I got you.
Lowrider, baby. Yeah, Lowrider. Don't use no gas.
That's don't go too fast. Yeah,
Don't go too fast.
it's hilarious.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so this week, Mel, everything to Guitar Hack because Dave got him last week. So all complaints go to Guitar Hack this week.
Sure.
All right.
Sure. All right.
Moving right along into Primal Scream. We have a Primal Scream segment for you today. And Hack's not very happy.
I'm not happy, folks. So why am I not happy? Well, here's the deal. So went to a guitar store. Finally, they're open in town, by the way. You're able to go in. And I was looking for an expression pedal. So I own a Helix. And on the Helix, there is a wah. And in order to be able to control the wah, you need an expression pedal. So I was looking for basically a passive pedal, just to increase and decrease the amount of wah.
Everybody
Simple, right?
needs wah control. You definitely
Everybody
need
needs wah control, right? So
Well, Dave, you don't want your wah to get out of control.
I don't
Gotta
want
be able-
wah to begin with, so
you gotta
don't need
gotta
wah
be able-
control.
you gotta be able to slay that wah. So I go to the local music store, and of course
Slay
they
the
have
wah.
they have expression pedals, and I think expression pedals are the most overpriced pedals you can buy. To spend over $100 for something that does this, and basically just it's but they're really expensive. I said,
Oh,
hey,
shit.
I
No,
said,
you're
hey.
good.
I said, hey, have you got any used ones? So he reaches into a Rubbermaid box, with a bunch of cords and stuff in it, and he pulls out this expression pedal. It was a Yamaha, and it was the size of a Buick and built out of metal. I'm like, okay, sure. And he looks at me, he goes, just give me $20 for it. So I give him $20. I come home, I'm all excited. I got my wah pedal, I connect it to the Helix, I do all the programming thing, and the pedal does absolutely nothing. Nothing. Does not increase, decrease. There's no change. It just does absolutely nothing. So my beef, if you're going to sell used stuff, make sure it freaking works, because today, back to the store, returning a wah pedal or an expression pedal. So my beef is when you sell used stuff, you're a store, you sell used stuff, make sure the thing works before you just pull it out of a Rubbermaid box and hand it to a guy. At least check it out, make sure it works. Because honestly, that $20, the gas that I spent going there and back, I kind of I just blew $20 just to go back and return that expression pedal. That's my beef. You're going to sell you stuff, make sure the stuff works before you give it to a customer. Lesson of the
It
day.
worked because we got an expression out of you.
Yeah, not a happy one.
Still
No
an
happy.
expression.
No happy. By the way, I ordered getting along the same lines of an expression pedal. I just ordered the special cable that converts volume pedal to an expression pedal. It's call it a volume expression pedal hack. And when I get that pedal, I'm going to demo it, and I'm going to do a little video on that. Yeah, it's a hack. Turn your volume pedals into expression pedals, and I'll show you how.
I'm surprised you got a bum used item, because usually when they take something you used, they don't give you a penny trade in on it until they actually plug it in and make sure it works.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, so somebody in
mean-
the store must have wad the hell out of it and broke it.
You know, I was sitting there with a screwdriver thinking like, let me take this thing apart, and if you can't get to the parts inside a molded cake. Anyway, whatever, it's back. It's done. Anyways,
Cool.
that's my Primal Scream.
All right, Primal Scream. Before we go on to the next segment, we want to mention a couple things real quick. First off, we have new Live Wires merch. I think I'm the first person on the planet to actually have received the shirt.
Yep.
And I got mine on Saturday. Actually, I have two of them. I got mine on Saturday. So new Live Wires merch, link in the description. And also, we now have a PayPal account. Since you can't super chat us, if you want to help us out, and oh my God, Don, what the hell were you thinking? Don, or buddy?
Thank you so much, buddy.
Wow. Just wow. So anyway, Don, thank you. So it's paypal.me/the live wire show if you want to help us out. So we're acquiring some new gear to upgrade the show and maybe a different way of putting it out as a live stream. Hack already hooked up on some earbuds like mine that are working out great. I think our sound is good tonight.
No
So
feedback.
appreciate you guys. Now we're going to move on to the next segment of the show, which is Dave's turn to tell us all about some All in the Name of Rock History. What do you got for us? Kick it off for tonight on the Rock History, Dave.
May 31st, back in 1976, The Who, yes, The Who, set a world record for the world's loudest rock band when there's on their show in London, and it measured 126 decibels.
Woo!
Nice.
Concerned about hearing loss, Guinness Book of World Records stopped certifying the record.
So now we know why Pete is deafer than a doorknob.
Right? Huh? What'd you say? Huh?
Huh?
What?
What? All right. And back in 1948, on the 31st, we
Oops,
had
sorry,
a
my bad.
birthday, a very special birthday. Bonzo, John Bonham, was born in Redditch, Worcestershire, England.
Greatest drummer, rock drummer, hands down, in my opinion.
I think he's probably maybe top 3 of any kind of drummer who ever walked the planet. And I'm putting Neil Peart in that Neil Peart in that top 3. And geez, what's the old timey guy from
Buddy
the 50s? Yeah, Buddy Guy. Those
Buddy
3
Rich.
dudes. Buddy Rich. Buddy Guy's the guitar player with the polka dot. Buddy Rich. That's who I was thinking of, was Buddy Rich. I used to see him like on the Johnny Carson show when I was a little kid and stuff.
Me
And
too.
he'd just come out there and just tear it anew, and he didn't need the orchestra
That
or
guy was
nothing.
fantastic. Yeah, those 3 guys. Yeah, I would agree with your top 3.
What a monster.
In no particular order either.
Can you imagine if he hadn't passed away so tragically, how much further Led Zeppelin probably had another good 5-year run in him, man.
Oh,
They
yeah.
could have.
Jeez.
They barely scratched the surface, dude.
Yeah, easily.
All right.
Moving
Bummer.
right along to June 1st, back in 1981, the first issue of the heavy metal magazine Kerrang was published, and a special pull-out UK weekly music paper Sounds with AC/DC on the front cover, or Angus Young, if you will, on the front cover.
Yep.
Young
I remember
Angus,
Kerrang.
man.
That brings-
Oh, yeah, Kerrang.
Kerrang
I remember
brings back some memories, doesn't it?
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, that's-
Kerrang and Cream and Hit Parader and Rolling Stone, but not so much Rolling Stone. It was more
Yeah, it was more Hit Parader. and-
Hit
Yeah,
Parader.
Hit Parader.
Yeah.
Circus, remember Circus?
Circus.
Sorry, yeah,
Circus
Circus.
Magazine.
That's the other one. Hit Parader always usually had the centerfold pull-out poster,
Yep.
Yeah.
right?
But if you
that
wanted
could-
to know about any bands in England, it was Kerrang, man. Especially
Yeah,
with the new wave of British heavy metal. All
Right.
those bands was in Kerrang. Yeah.
Right. Well, Sounds is a British
No, Gary,
tabloid,
that's
right?
undersized Angus.
Yeah.
Angus
What's that?
is a small guy. Angus is
Oh,
really,
he's
really small dude.
tiny. So is Malcolm. They're both
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah.
So no,
I mean-
that's not an oversized SG. That's an undersized Angus.
That's not undersized Angus.
That's why the schoolboy. That's why the schoolboy outfit worked, because he looked like he was 14 or 12.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Angus is a monster.
That's why he swings the guitar when he plays. He's got to throw his whole weight into it to get a bend.
Yeah, I've heard him say he has to get some shoulder into that.
Yeah, he's got to get some
Yeah,
shoulder.
it has to be doing this because he can't. That's the only way he can bend the strings.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, moving right along. Kerrang!
Yeah, Kerrang! June 2nd, back in 2006, the Muscle Shoals Sound Studios was added to the National Historic Register.
It's like a pole barn with brick on it, dude. It's like so tiny.
If you guys don't know what Muscle Shoals is, do a little bit of homework.
Everybody, even the Stones went there on purpose.
Say that some of the best albums and best music came out of Muscle Shoals Studios.
There's a YouTube documentary if you look on that. I've seen it.
And it's a very good documentary.
Very good.
Look
Yeah.
Look at the size of that building. It's like 35 feet across.
Yeah, it's not a big building.
And it's on the side of a country road in the middle of friggin' nowhere.
Yep, Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Anyway, attracted some of the legendary musicians, such as the staple singers Paul Simon, Bob Seger, and the Rolling Stones, Aretha Franklin, and countless others. And they had probably one of the best bands ever put together of musicians. They were called the Swampers, and they recorded out of Muscle Shoals.
They were like the studio guys, right? They were like the local studio.
They were strictly studio guys, and they were fantastic musicians. Played everything.
It's like you had the Wrecking Crew, and then you had those guys.
The Swampers,
Yeah.
Look at that old school freaking board, man. I know the picture's tiny for you guys, but sweet. Man. I'd be lost. I'd be afraid to touch anything. It's like mission control.
Yeah. Right.
All right. What do you got next for us, Dave?
Well, June 6th, back in 1992, Guns N' Roses' November Rain video debuts on MTV. The 9-minute epic is the most expensive video ever made to that point.
Really? He's just standing in the middle of nowhere. How can it be that much?
Here, hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on. It cost $1.5 million. The bulk of the budget was spent on constructing the church so Slash could solo in front of it.
Can you mention the production meeting? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go out in the middle of the desert and build a really tiny church, and it's going to cost $250,000. And then this video is going to be like 9 minutes or whatever on MTV, and we're going to make $1 zillion selling the album.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. And to close out this week, we're going to pick on somebody else this week.
You mean we're not picking on Keith this week?
Well, only because it completely fit in with the week.
Did Keith die?
No, Keith didn't die. No, Keith.
No.
Keith probably tripped and fell over somewhere. I mean, or fell out of something, or fell over, or fell on something. I don't know. Probably.
TMZ just doesn't have footage of it, so
not yet.
Keith
not yet. But now this week, this week we're going to pick on Paul a little bit. Paul isn't Paul McCartney. Paul. So,
Paul's like, you're going to do what?
On June 2nd, back in 2002, it was reported that Paul McCartney had thrown his fiancée Heather Mills' engagement ring out of a hotel window during an argument.
He can afford it.
So the guards at the Miami Turnberry Isle Resort combined combed the area using metal detectors and later found the $25,500 ring.
He can afford it.
But, you know, Paul, that's how things were going to go. You had to know it wasn't going to last.
I think the pictures. Go ahead.
Of course, they were divorced like 4 years later.
Oh, yeah. See, he had a premonition.
That's what you got to know. It's not, if you get that mad and chuck a ring out and have, security guards combing the area with metal detectors to find this stupid thing. Did
he have him comb in the area, or did she have him comb in the area?
I don't know. Somebody had to say.
Sounds to me like he didn't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This photograph of Paul, I'm not sure if it's recent or not, but he kind of looks like he might be in need of a COVID haircut right about now.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right, cheap shot at Paul.
Fairly recent, by the way, Brian.
There's our cheap shot at Paul. So,
Yeah.
all right, gang, we're gonna move on to our next segment. This is a new one we introduced last week. This is our little news segment. We've got some bad news and some funny news. So the first part of the deal on News Tattoo is going to be Hack telling us about the passing of a guy that we both appreciated.
Yeah, so Bob Kulick passed away this week, and Bob Kulick is not a household name, but the people that he's worked with behind the scenes, he is a major name. So, I mean, Kiss is the one that I know the most about, but he's also worked with Motorhead, he's worked with Wasp, he's worked with pretty much any heavy metal person in the LA area. He's done recording with them. I mean, he was a producer. Yeah, he was with Meatloaf as well. He actually played with Meatloaf. He was in Meatloaf's band. Him and Bruce. So he was a big player behind the scenes, and he was responsible for a lot of music. So people may not know this, but Bob actually auditioned for Kiss originally, and he didn't get it. He didn't get the gig. The guy right after him was Ace Frehley, and they preferred Ace Frehley's sloppy solos as opposed, because Bob is like a pristine player. So they went for the sloppy Ace leads as opposed to the pristine Bob Kulick leads. And I think also had something to do with the look, because back then Bob always had the shaved head thing. So, but he did a lot of Ghost stuff for Kiss. He played on Kiss Alive 2. He played on Paul Stanley's solo album. He played on Killers. He's got co-writes with Gene Simmons. He's done a lot of stuff. Diana Ross, he's played for. I mean, he's done, a tremendous amount of work, and it's really sad, to see somebody like that go. But yeah, so if you haven't heard of him, his name's Bob Kulick. He's Bruce Kulick's older brother. 4 years older, 7 years old. Bob Kulick, R.I.P. Man.
So he was number 2 in the running to be the original lead guitar player in Kiss, and then later on his younger brother ended up being the lead guitar player in Kiss, which is cool.
Yeah. And he recommended Bruce to Paul, like, get my brother in your band.
And some of the best tracks that are on Kiss Alive 2 are on side 4, which are all studio tracks. It's the first 3 sides are live. And tell the little thing, because at this point in time he's playing on it because Ace is pretty much incapacitated. So tell the little funny thing.
Yeah, so Ace Frehley,
you got to do the Ace voice too.
Yeah, you got to do it in the Ace voice.
All right, I'll do the. All right, so there's a famous story. So Bruce Kulick played lead guitar on all of the tracks on side 4 except for Rocket Ride, which was an Ace song and Ace played. So Bob Kulick is in there. He walks in to do the session, and there's Ace having a drink, saying, "Hey, how's it going?" And Bob Kulick goes into the recording studio and he records his parts, and everybody's happy. And he's walking out, and there's Ace. So how was I? Ace did not give a shit that this guy was going in and playing for him. How was I?
Because Ace was going to get paid anyway.
Ace was going to get paid anyway, but Ace didn't care. But stellar guitar player, and just a big loss to the Kiss community and music.
Only 70 years old too, and that's not really old by today's standard. No. That's like 70's like the new 50. 55 anyway.
Yeah.
So. All right, now we're gonna lighten it up a little bit. So we're gonna do another news tattoo for you tonight. This one's a little dabble do you, and that'll hopefully make sense here in a minute. So this is a story about some people that are near and dear to Guitar Hack's heart. Recently, this week, a Toronto man says he was surprised when a Canada Post worker delivered a package that he ordered 8 years ago. The man said the package was from Well CA, an online drug store retailer. Are you familiar with Well CA?
Never,
well, anyway,
never.
Apparently, you can just go on and order your drugstore supplies. from wells.ca in Canada. So the man went on to say, I was very confused because I hadn't ordered anything online in a while. The man told CBC News, he said, upon opening the package, I was shocked to discover a tube of Brill cream, a hairstyling product that I had ordered in 2012, along with the invoice dated that year. He said, I started laughing because it's pretty funny that it came 8 years after I ordered it. Canada Post representative said the late package is being investigated.
You think so, eh?
They said this is surely a unique situation, which I'm not sure that Katarik would agree with. And we can only speculate at this point as to what may have happened, the representative said in an official statement. The gentleman said he elected not to use the Brill cream. After opening the tube, he noticed it had turned a bright yellow and he thought it was supposed to be white. So he decided against actually putting it on his head.
Yeah, good idea.
So little dab will do you 8 years after the fact.
Yeah, well, it'll be 8 years before I get my Livewires t-shirts too, bro.
It's the same guy. He's driving. This box has been stuck under the seat in his mail truck since 2012. He just found it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
All
right, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is? Boys and girls of all ages. It's time for Crowbar to kick all of your butts in trivia.
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 There we go.
Here we go. All right, who's up first on the trivia sheet?
The
Hackster. Do it.
Okay. Kiss.
No thanks, man. It's okay.
Hack with a Kiss question. Who would have believed it?
You don't even like Kiss.
I know they're horrible.
Who would have thought?
I know. How was I? Kiss.
Who would have thought?
Kiss.
How was I?
Okay, can I ask a question now?
Go ahead.
Kiss released a record before Creatures of the Night that was an import only. Name the album.
I know.
Crowbar says I'm screwed.
We're trying to give everybody a head start.
Half-Ace got it.
Sweet. We're trying to give everybody a head start. Crowbar got it, though. He was lying. See, he was second. Yeah. All right. Half-Ace.
Half-Ace.
Takes the lead out the gate. All right. I'm up. Who was on the cover of the very first issue of Rolling Stone magazine? Who was on the cover of the very first issue of Rolling Stone magazine? Go. You. Not many, Paul. John Lennon. Crowbar ties it up. November 9th, 1967, and of all things, John was dressed as a British Army soldier. Not making that up. All right, Dave, you're up. Right. We got a tie.
Yep. Which two members of the Rolling Stones were born one day shy of 6 years apart?
You got four. You got
two names.
What's two names? You got like what? You got like a 1 in 16 chance. So
yeah,
you do the math. Something like.
Nope.
There's been a lot of stones.
It's like a Rubik's cube of stones.
Not Keith and Mick.
No.
Oh. Nope.
Nope. You got to have them both. Keith and Jones. Nope. Keith and Charlie. Nope. Mick and Charlie. Nope. Bill and Keith. Nope. Brian and Bill. Nope. Watson Wyman. Nope. Mick and Brian. Keep going.
Mick and Brian.
Keep going.
Let's put it this way. You have named both of the guys. You just haven't got them in the right order yet.
Put those two names together.
Not Watson Richards.
Nope.
Not Wyman and Jagger.
Not Mick and Ron. Not Wyman and Jagger. You're all around it though.
Yeah, you got some dances.
Hey, at least you haven't named anybody in Led Zeppelin yet. Jagger, Bill, and Charlie.
No.
Joan and Wyman. I don't even know who Joan is.
Who's
Trump
Joan?
and Biden.
No.
Trump and Biden. Watson Taylor. Jesus Christ. How hard can it be? It's a process of elimination at this point. There it is. We have it. Bent got it.
Ben.
Hey!
Yay!
Ron and Charlie. Yeah.
Jesus
There you go.
Christ. Ronnie Wood.
For what it's worth, let's see. Ronnie Wood was born on the 1st of June in 1947, and Charlie Watts was born on the 2nd of June in 1941.
Seals
Oh,
and
Charlie's
Croft.
a lot older. Wow.
Han Solo said Seals and Croft. I haven't thought about Seals and Croft since about 1974.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
There you
did Dog
go.
post that? What was the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that was good. So process of elimination goes to Bent. We have a 3-way tie. Hack, you're up.
All right. So this is gonna be a stumper, boy.
Stumper boy.
Stumper. This is a stumper.
Okay.
What does the REO in the band name REO Speedwagon stand for?
See, I would have knew this right off the bat, but I grew up in a car factory town. Oh, I just gave a hint.
Oh, yeah, you gave a
Uh-oh.
big hint.
Shit. Captain and Tennille is not the correct answer. Bobby got it, but what does it stand for?
Yeah,
Okay,
I told it's REO.
No, it does. It
stand
does
for?
not. Well, it does not stand for a car. Well, it
All right.
kind of does, but he
Hang
wants
on.
to know. REO Speedwagon is a car, but he wants to know what the REO stands for.
What does
There it
the
is.
Oh, there
Ben
you
got
go.
it.
That's it. Bent got it. Ben's got 2 now. There you go.
Tell him the rest of the
Ransom old.
Right. So Ransom E. Olds was the guy who Oldsmobile is named after, but before he started Oldsmobile, he had another car that was called REO, and his coolest car was the Speedwagon. So the REO Speedwagon is a car. That's
Right.
where they got
There you
the name. There you go.
All
All
right.
right, I'm up. For over 37-year history of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, only one artist has been inducted on 3 separate occasions. One artist, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, been knocked in there 3 times. Who is it? Ben's in the
Alan.
lead.
Alan got it.
Alan got it right away.
Wow,
That
that was
is-
fast.
That is
good.
correct. Eric Clapton, as a member of the Yardbirds in 1992, as a member of Cream in 1993, and finally as a solo artist in 2000. So, way to go, Alan Robinson on the board. Dave, you're up.
Well, we have a famous guitarist birthday coming up this week, and he will be 60. No. Yeah, he'll be 60.
60.
Yep, 60. I had to do some math there. He'll be 60 this week. But his birthday is June 6th, 1960. Who is he? Oh, Mozzie got it.
Yep,
Oh,
Ben
my, we
got it.
got it. Oh, right off the bat. I wanted
Right
to
away.
mention to you, and we did this last week also. Dan in New Jersey says, like, hey, man, I got that last one first. What happens is, guys, is we're going by what we see in our chat in the order they show up. And sometimes that's different than what you guys see because of the
Yes.
lag that has to do with the YouTube. So we're bouncing up and then we're bouncing back. You guys are seeing it in a different time than we are. So we're just going by what we see. So don't think we're ignoring your answer if you answered it. Okay, Mozzie. So let's see. Bent is still in the lead. It's 2-1-1-1-1-1. And
wow.
Hack, you were up.
All right. On which album did David Bowie wear a dress on the album cover?
Which one didn't he wear a dress on the album cover?
All right, see what we got.
Nope, not Hunky
No,
Dory. Not Ziggy.
not Ziggy.
Oh, Half Ace.
Half Ace.
I believe we have a tie.
We got a tie.
So we got 2 questions left. Half Ace and Bent both have 2. And it's my turn. This is a big number, and I was shocked.
Me
This
too.
is one of the biggest numbers, and this is verifiable. How many band members has Iron Maiden had? How many band members have been in the British heavy metal band Iron Maiden? 12 is incorrect. 8 is incorrect. 14 is incorrect. 8, 8, 8. It's not 8.
No.
24, 8, 7, 11, 13. Nope. You're cold, colder, still cold.
Oh, Sandra got
Sandra
it.
got it.
Sandra for the win. Sandra pops in and busts all the boys with 23.
Yeah.
Good job,
23.
Sandra. 23 band members
3.
in Iron Maiden. Who would have thunk it? 2
Yeah.
singers, because there's only been 2 singers that I'm aware of.
Paul Diano and Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah, and once they got Bruce, it was over. And as far as I know, there's never been anybody singing for Maiden since Bruce, right?
Well,
Always had the same bass player too.
Yeah.
So didn't the bass player start the band?
That's his
Yeah.
band. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his band. It's his band. All right.
Steve Harris.
We have a 2-way tie, Krailbar and Half Ace. So, boys, I do not have a tiebreaker. So,
let's
Dave has the last one. So, hack, think up a tiebreaker real quick. Google a tiebreaker. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. What hard rock band raked in millions more than any others back in the 70s due to their manager's iron-fisted negotiation?
You didn't tell him the manager's name.
I'm not. For
Okay.
a specific
Oh,
reason.
Okay, because that might give it away. You
That
had it
gives
in
it
the question.
away.
That's why I said that. Might give it away.
Oh, Daniel Horsley piped in with the right answer.
Daniel. Okay, so Daniel, it was the answer is Led Zeppelin.
It is
And
Led
it was
Zeppelin.
Peter Grant. I understand why you took it out, because as soon as you said that, everybody probably would have known, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we have a 2-way tie. We do not have a prize. So we could either come up with a bonus tiebreaker question and let Krailbar and Half Ace fight over it, or we could just roll with the tie. What do you guys want to do?
well, we got nothing at stake, so let's roll with the tie.
All right. Well, roll with the tie.
We'll roll with the tie. Everybody's
should.
a winner. Everybody gets a prize.
Everybody gets a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
Everybody wins.
All right, Oprah.
How was I?
How was I?
How was I?
Get back to you later on that.
All right, we're rolling with it. Good job,
All right.
everybody. Hey, man, we don't ask no easy questions on this show.
That's right.
We don't do all that easy question stuff over. All right,
By the
boys
way,
and girls.
if you didn't notice, I hid 3 birthdays and birthday shouts in with trivia for this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boys and girls, we're down to the last bit. While I get ready for it, Dave, why don't you tell them about our fine merch and the way they can help support the channel while I get set up?
Fine merch found on Teespring, where you will find our Live Wires shirts. It's down in the description. And we have some coffee mugs. And if you guys do wish to support us in any way, feel free. What's the address, Brian? PayPal.
The address is paypal.me/the Live Wires Show. Wires Show, 2 S's. And yeah, if you want to help us out a little bit, help us upgrade the show, that's where you can do it. Or you can basically get a really cool shirt for about $20-some. And man, these that we got the premium. Oh, it's like fine Corinthian leather.
Okay.
Yeah.
TMI.
All right.
All right,
Easy.
go ahead.
Easy.
All right, we're on to the end. So it's Wild Side and it's Guitar Hack. Tell us about it, baby. It's your week.
All right, here we go. Okay, so very controversial statement, but I'm gonna make it. The best version of Black Sabbath was with Ronnie James Dio. Sorry, guys. And the best album they put out is this one right we got in front of us here. This is the Mob Rules. Now,
Send your emails to Hack. All emails go to Hack.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. Well, you were wrong last week. Anyway, so this is just my opinion, okay? Just my opinion.
You're both pretty. You're both pretty.
Okay,
but I just want to mention this record because Heaven and Hell gets a lot of attention. This is an album after Heaven and Hell. It doesn't get as much attention. To me, I think this is the better record. It's got some fantastic songs on it. The playing is phenomenal. You got Vinny Appice on the drums. Iommi's riffs are monstrous. There is not a bad song on this record. It absolutely kicks ass. And here's one example of what I mean. Maestro, please.
Here it comes.